What's the deal, y'all? It's your girl Tamika. On my way out the door, it's just been some things on my mind I just wanted to bring to y'all attention. As you know, last Friday they released the autopsy reports for Bobbi Kristina. And y'all, to be honest, I'm not buying it. And I really don't care. I'm just simply not freaking buying it. Okay? And don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that this girl didn't have drug issues. I'm not saying that she didn't grow up with both parents being addicts. I'm not saying that she didn't grow up in a neglected household where drugs were prevalent. That's all true. And I'm not saying that her and her friends didn't just sit around her house and get high all day. I'm not saying that either. I mean, it's been proven, it's been speculated. Moving on from that, we already know the history. But let me tell you why I'm not buying this. I'm not buying this because of the circumstances. Mother and daughter died identical, drugs in their system, they drowned in the bathtub, cause of death identical in the autopsy report. Drowning, caused by drug use. The only difference is they said Whitney Houston had, complications from heart disease, and then they said Bobbi Kristina had pneumonia from being in the tub. And I'm just like, wow. Really? Are we really, as the public, really supposed to believe this? Or are we supposed to smarten up and realize that it is something way bigger going on? I honestly believe that they were murdered. And if not, both were murdered. One was murdered. And it was due to a copycat situation. Like this. If Whitney's death was indeed an accident, I believe that Bobbi Kristina and Nick Gordon had a volatile relationship, very abusive, and they got into a fight. It may have gotten a little too far, like I said, and he hit her too hard, and next thing you know, she was unconscious or whatever, and he freaked out. And the only thing he probably could think of was put her in the tub so everybody could just think that she died like her mother. That's what I mean by a copycat situation. Or maybe it's even way bigger than what we think. Maybe both of them were killed. They're always saying that the industry is full of a lot of demonic behavior. It's like when you enter that industry, especially at the level that Whitney was on, you are not a person anymore. You are a property. You are a product. And, it probably got to the point where they felt as though she was more valuable dead than alive. As sad as it is. And I think that Bobbi Kristina became an innocent bystander by her inheriting all that money. I mean, if you guys watch the Houstons on our own, it's quite obvious that the Houston family, particularly Gary and Pat and, all of them, they relied on Whitney to pay their bills. So therefore, when she passed and all the money went to Bobbi Kristina, they started to rely on her. But Bobbi Kristina, she took her mother's death hard, so she got heavier into drugs. Like I said, I've always believed she was into drugs, but I think she got into it heavy. I think her mama probably partied a lot, but Bobbi Kristina was more so the caretaker. Like, she couldn't get as out of control as her mom because she had to watch out for her mom. But when her mom tragically left this earth, she got more into drugs, and she kind of, after the Houston's on her own. She got more in the drugs, and she kind of distanced herself from the family and got deeper and deeper involved with Nick. They didn't like that. And next thing you know, a little less than a year, this woman is dead after getting her inheritance. She got her first installment of her inheritance at 21. Because remember, she's supposed to get inheritance at 21, 25, and 30. And she got the first installment at 21. And within less than a year of her getting that inheritance, she's dead. And who benefits? Stay with me. The people who get that money, if in the will it states that if Bobbi Kristina is dead, or if Whitney Houston does not have any children, the money would go to her mother and her two brothers. So who had the benefit? Gary and Pat. Pat, because she's married to Whitney's brother, and Whitney's brother is going to inherit all that money. So when you got somebody that's deep into drugs, is no longer like answering your phone calls and, really helping you financially like they used to, you start to kind of get a little greedy, I think. Do I think that Pat has something to do with it? I really don't know. But I just do think it's ironic that she stands to benefit. And that her brother is staying in that townhouse. Even though it's up for sale, the brother, not Whitney's brother, Pat's brother, is staying in the house until I think it's the 15th, because I think they did find someone to buy it or whatever. So to me, it's just a lot of players in this game. We got people in the industry that probably thought that Whitney was more valuable to them dead than alive. Then we have people who counted on Whitney financially for their lifestyle. And when she passed, they looked to Bobbi Kristina to kind of carry on the torch, but she kind of wilded out. So they kind of, became an opportunist when she died. Like I said, I don't know if Pat had anything to do with her death, but I do know that she became an opportunist. She's reeking that money. Her brother's staying in that townhouse. Lord only knows what else she's benefiting from this. I mean, I'm pretty sure she got some money for being the executive of the estate when Whitney first died. So, I don't know. I just think there is a lot that's not being said when it comes to this case, and I just want us to keep talking about it. Because if we don't keep talking about it, it's going to get swept under the rug, and I think that's what they want. Because the police now are saying, like, we don't know if it was accidental or intentional. Y'all should be really amping up y'all investigation now, since there's so many unanswered questions. But it seems to me like they getting ready to, throw in the towel. And I think that's the wrong thing to do. I think they need to go in even harder to find out what happened to Whitney, what happened to this young woman, which was her daughter. Like, it's too coincidental, and it's too many people who benefited from their deaths. It's too many people that stand to gain way too much. And they say the money is the root of all evil. So, y'all, I just wanted to get on here and talk to y'all about that. I'll be back shortly with my thoughts on Love and Hip Hop, a.k.a. Remy Miles' wedding special. All right, y'all. Till next time. Peace and love.